Yeah, nah, mate. We'll get this sorted and start up soon. I just need to actually check some stuff on the old socials before we begin. But when we get you there, we'll get your interview started, and then it'll be a great content. Hang on, what the? What?
Since Big Club and leaving for PWR Pro, it's me and Samson, one-on-one. With Umar Mohammed. Shoot you down! Don't stop! The damn right up! You don't stop! Don't stop!
For God's sake. Trying to do other things, and what's happens here? Oh, goddamn, people are just getting in the way of bloody things. Hunter, I am sending you link. We need to talk. Right, big man, what the hell's going on here? I just came back from All In. I'm trying to get my content restarted. I'm trying to enjoy the aftermath of my vacation, and I see this thing about you getting hit by a car. Can I have some context here?
Almost hit by a car, being tried to get injured. Like, he tried to injure me. He tried to take me out before our match. You not see that? He's sneak attacking me constantly.
I see it. I understand it. Obviously, it goes back to when I had you on again this season. And, you know, we made the comments, obviously, and I've had Omar on since. I apologize for my part. I can understand why you haven't, because he's obviously retaliated there.
Oh, yeah, I watched that one. I seen you apologize to him. What you got to say about that? You know?
Look, I'm a neutral party, right? Like, I always do my best for my guests, but I always have to try and remain impartial the best I can. And I understand that, mate. But look, shit's going on here, right? Shit's hitting the fan, right?
It is.
We need to get this obviously clarified and going on from here. So, I mean, like I know this stemmates from you coming on last time when we mentioned the comments. So, like, what is going on here, mate? I need some context, right?
What's going on? Well, basically, to fill you in, he sneak attacked me from behind when I was cutting a promo for the September 8th show, hits me with his little stupid Oscar, tries to run me over, gets away. I tell him it's personal, and then he tries to cut his silly little promo in a little cinema room that he's in, not thinking I would be there, and I also know where he is. He calls me predictable. He's also very predictable. And as you could probably see from that promo, he got his, and he ran away again. He scarpered because he knew he didn't want any of this. He doesn't want any of that then. He doesn't want it now, and he certainly doesn't want it September 8th. I mean, I'm getting angry just talking about it. A narcissistic guy, just delusional as well. He angers me. He makes my blood boil. Anytime you've had me on, mate, you know I'm never like this. This has become personal. I mean, you shoot me a message, a wee while ago saying we need to talk. You know, I'm here. We're ready for it. I mean, where's he? Where's he in all this?
Look, I've had to deviate my whole goddamn plans. I was meant to have somebody else on talking about their career. I've had to chuck all my notes out now because I've seen this, and I feel like this is all stemming from obviously past stuff you guys done, from your appearance, his appearance. I feel part of this, and I have to, on my neutrality part, get this shit sorted out. I will shoot him a message, and if he's available, we will get him on to sort this out. But like, you're attacking him in his fear as well, right? I mean, come on.
Yeah. He has the nerve to call me predictable, like I said. He's also predictable. He called me out. He's saying, I cut the same promo at the same time, the same place. Well, so does he. I know where his stupid little cinema is. So I just paid him a visit. You know, he throws popcorn in my face, tries to blindside me and gets away with it. You know, he's not going to get away September 8th. I hope he shows up here, because this is going to be a fun little interview you're going to have here. I mean, he makes my blood boil. He's delusional, narcissist. And the sooner people see that, and the sooner I expose him once again, like I did back in March, the better, and I can wash my hands of him.
All right. Well, hey, look, Hunter, let's keep this the best neutrality we can.
I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. I'm just getting a bit wound up. The guy pushes my buttons, and it's gone too far now. And it's a good thing you maybe got us both on here. Is he going to show? Has he gave you any sort of confirmation? Is he going to be here? Because I hope he does show up.
I'm just shooting a message literally right now. Omar, I have Hunter here. I've seen the stuff going on. Can we chat? Message is seen. He's seen the message.
It'll be just like him to run from this too.
Well, he sent back a devil emoji. I'm just going to send him the link now.
Well, he's going to get the devil September 8th, I'll tell you that.
Here he is. Omar, what's going on?
All right, but for
there he
God's
is.
sake, what's
There
he
he
doing
is.
here?
Look. Right, let's keep this neutral if we
Big
can.
man.
Right, look,
Black man.
I've given a Hunter time to speak. Omar, I'm going to give you time to speak. Hunter, I will add you back on. All right.
I'll thank you. Get a red one.
Right.
Jesus Christ, I had a film shoot, and you send me a message. What's going on? What do you want to know?
Look, I have been down in London for the past week. Right, I've not seen things going on the socials. I've just tried to enjoy my weekend and have some fun with the wrestling. I come back here, I see you hitting Hunter with a car. I see Hunter invading your theater and now attacking him with an Oscar. Omar, what is going on here?
Okay, this man is trying to discredit who I am. Okay, he comes on your podcast. Okay, don't forget you're part of this as well. He comes on your podcast saying that he's going to give me brain damage. He's going to injure me. He's going to try and take out my career. How about I step up first, huh? How about I take him out the game first? That's why I ran him over. Well, I tried to. Lucky son of a gun got out of the way. And then he has the gall. To come to my cinema and attack me. Right? That isn't going to cut it. Okay, I could be pressing charges right here, right now. I could be on my phone pressing charges to Power Pro. But yeah, they want to promote him. They want to advertise that Hunter Samson, the 6'7" wonder of Scottish wrestling, is going to be at what is it called? What's it called? I don't know. Dawn of Power, Rise of Power, Christmas Before Chaos. I don't know. Oh wait, sorry. It's Truth or Dare, yeah. Truth or Dare, where you spin the wheel and everyone gets to decide their fate. My fate's already been sealed. He sealed it with a lumberjack match. What? This is an injustice beyond anything that has been seen before. Okay. I came to Power Pro with an aim to make it the most sensational company in Scottish wrestling. And since then, I have been screwed, and I've been screwed, and I've been screwed. And this September 8th, this is the final stop. When I take out the poster boy of Scottish wrestling, the poster boy of Power Pro, Hunter Samson, out for good.
Right.
Is that okay? Can I leave now? Can I go?
No, you are not. You are not going until I get you to in here both at the same time and sorting this shit out, because you are correct. Yes,
if you want me on this podcast right here, right now, I've already given you 5 minutes worth of gold. Okay. If you want any more, you contact my agent right now, and you send some money over, and we'll make
here's the thing. Here's the thing, Mr. TV. I have had to pay another wrestler in the States a lot of money for this allocated time. This is why I'm up so late. Right?
Really?
And no offense, that interview has not been completed. You are now taking up that time. So unless you want to pay me the money that I have sent to this American wrestler,
I'm not being funny. I'm about to make your whole podcast a whole lot more sensational.
Hey,
whoever it was in America, they can get away. You've got me on your podcast. You've got TV's Umar Mohammed on your podcast. Okay, so you treat me with some respect, or I'll dip.
Fine. I just want to get my money's worth from this American wrestler, which I am now losing that time. So let's get to it. Right, you two.
I'm back now. It's his 5 minutes of fame, is it? Not enough.
Oh, well, are you still outside Arena Gym? Because it's the same white wall, same everything.
No.
Mate, come on.
Yeah.
Switch it up a little.
Yeah. Clearly not outside Arena Gym. Clearly not a wall where you tried to sneak attack me, by the way. And yeah, and you got your comeuppance. Yeah.
What? It's probably one of the best viewed things that's on your profile feed.
Oh, really? Yeah. Hey, while I was gone, what was he talking about? What was he spewing his mouth about? I want to know.
He was spewing his mouth, but also making points about how technically we have really added fuel to the fire with your last appearance. You saying about the brain rot and all of that. I mean, Hunter, do you take any liability for that? Because you have essentially added fuel to the fire.
Brain rot. He's been suffering that for a while, wasn't he? Maybe since March, kind of March time. Yeah, and he's one of his little cronies in June got the same treatment, bringing back a little PTSD for the lad. Yeah, doesn't like that powerbomb, does he? Seems to be a little bit of kryptonite for the old sensational one. Plenty more where that came from. Plenty more where that came from. Hey, what else did he say? What else? What else did this guy say? This narcissist.
Right. Hold up. Shut your face, Ben. Okay, shut your goddamn face. Okay.
Ben, there we go. Oh, it's getting personal now. We're about to get a little bit more personal. Where are you going to go with this?
Ben, Soul Sessions. I don't know. Okay. Hunter Samson.
Yeah.
You wanna say that I got brain rot? I've had a concussion in the past. I won't lie about that. December, I got a concussion.
Yeah.
You dropped me on my goddamn head with that powerbomb. I had to go to the hospital after that. And then I had to complete a month worth of fasting because of Ramadan. I had to do that with this all like soup because of you. And you wanna laugh about it. You wanna come on the Soul Sessions, the Soul Sessions, and you wanna say that I've got brain rot, and I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. Okay, You're the one that started this whole time. All you had to do was announce yourself in that Fatal 5-Way, but you didn't, did you? No, you didn't. You didn't announce yourself in that Fatal 5-Way because you knew that I was in there. And if I knew you were going to be in that match, I would have beat you. So you had to make it a surprise. Yeah, didn't you? You had to make it a surprise. And you screwed me of what matters to me most, and that is being the best wrestler in Fife and in Power Pro.
Yeah, let me take you back to March. Oh, yeah. No, let me just chime in a little bit here. Let me take you back to March, because I was standing backstage and you just beat Daisy. And you pinned her in the middle of the ring, and you're spewing your mouth off. You just couldn't help yourself, doing what you usually do. Being a delusional narcissist, talking about you're the biggest, you're the strongest. I turned to Andy and I said,
"Are you not referring back to your promos then? Because
I know I am.
The same thing.
I know I am. I am the biggest and the strongest in Scotland, if not the UK, if not Europe. One of 100%. That's no lie. You can see that. But I turned to Andy that night and I said, give me some of this. I was announced that night. I was doing something else, but that was just too good not to pass up. I wanted to shut you up. I talked about my promo how I was on a shut up loudmouths. You're the biggest loudmouth of them all. And I shut you up for good that night. There's a nice little picture on my Instagram, me standing over you, hand raised, knocked unconscious. You said you had to go to the hospital that night? Wait till September 8th. Wait till next Sunday. Let's just see what damage you're in for then now you've made this personal. Trying to injure me, run me over. Hit me with an Oscar from behind. Well, you can't do it face to face. And then, whoa.
That Oscar right there.
That one right there.
Do it again. I'll do it again on September 8th if you want.
Heavy little bugger, so it is. Yeah, but I still got back up and he wasn't good enough. He tried to run me over. What's your deal here? Trying to get out of it? Too scared?
What? Too scared?
Yeah.
Too scared. Right. I haven't backed down from you yet. Okay? And Lumberjack Match, everyone's going to be around, which means that you can't run away from me. And we want to go back to March, yeah? You want to go back to Daddy Andy, yeah? To Coach Andy and say, oh, can I go into the ring with Umar Mohammed? Yeah, of course, you're damn right you wanted to go in the ring with Umar Mohammed. Because I had the spotlight. Anytime I'm in that ring, anyone who's against me gets the spotlight. Look at Zachary Swift. He got added to that match. Johnny Lyons asked for me to be his final opponent. And they added Zachary Swift to the match. Not because of the final match with Johnny Lyons, because he gets to be in the ring with me.
Let me tell you something
Shut your face.
No. You listen to me right now. While we're on the subject, before I forget, you want to talk about Zachary Swift? You want to talk about formerly known as Zach Swift? I kicked him so hard in his face, his whole personality changed. Now, let me tell you something about Zach Swift. I should tell you everything you need to know about what's in store for you, boy.
You done?
Oh, continue.
Lads. Let me bring up a very.
I'm going to just hurt this guy so much.
Let me bring up I need to bring up a very valid point here as well. Omar, obviously,
if you feel that badly about me, just take a cold shower, okay? Because trust me, it isn't rage you're feeling for me. It's lust.
Cold showers, you're going to be in need of plenty of ice baths by the time I'm done with you, boy. 100%.
Look. Let me bring up a fair point. This is the Lumberjack match we've got coming up as well. Omar, you've got a lot of support. You've got your boys that we've seen on your Instagram as well. Zachary Swift. I interviewed him at the Modern Gentleman place that he likes to hang out. He voiced his support for you. The thing is, though, Hunter, I don't see a lot of people voicing support for you. Does that maybe mean that you've left maybe a bad impact within Power Pro with your previous actions and people don't support you now? Because clearly there's a lot of love for Omar. I can't see it from some people for you. And look, that's a valid fucking point I gotta make.
Come on. Listen, if we're going to play that game, come on, Ben. Don't be as delusional as this guy. Don't think there's support for him. It's fake support. No. You shut your mouth. Shut your mouth and let me speak. Listen, you talk about support. He's paid a lot of people off to support him. You talk about his little cronies that came at the ring in June. You were there. Yeah, you were there. You saw them. The Absolute Boys. And that wee guy with the long hair that a powerbomb. Don't even know his name. He's irrelevant. But he's still feeling that. Hey, how much money did you pay them, Omar? How much? How much was it to get support off those guys? Doubt they'll do it for free, eh? No, didn't think so.
Ben, it sounds like someone's a bit bitter that I didn't pay them to be in my entourage as well. Maybe that's what it is.
I mean, Omar, is that maybe because you were afraid of Hunter, that he was a man who can't be bought?
No, I just didn't think he was good enough.
I was good enough to beat you in March, and I'm good enough to beat you again tenfold. Good enough to embarrass you in June as well. You tried to get 4 guys on me. You wouldn't even step in the ring. Why is that? Why didn't you step in the ring?
I stepped in the ring. I stepped in the ring.
You tried to.
I stood on the apron. I stood on the second turnbuckle.
Yeah, you tried to step in the ring. There's a nice little bit of footage of you trying to get in there, and as soon as I stepped you cowered away. Just like you cowered away in the car park. Just like you cowered away when I seen you in your little theatre. It's the same story.
How was the popcorn? Was it all right? Sweet and salty? Just like you? Yeah?
Little bit salty like yourself. Little bit salty that things haven't really gone your way when it came to me, is it? The last 2 times that we've been in truth, what's happened? Who's been out on top? Me. Same rules apply. 3rd time's a charm.
Okay. Ben, I just want to address that previous point you made about how Hunter Samson's got no friends. Okay? The reason why, and I know the reason why, is because this man, fair play to him, okay? 270 pounds, 6'7", the highlight of Scottish wrestling. Yeah, you're nodding your head. But not everyone in Scottish wrestling is 6'7". Nope. Not everyone in Scottish wrestling has a 6'7" ego like Hunter Samson. He runs his goddamn mouth daily. He posts his Instagram photos with him showing off his muscles, and he's always alone. He's always alone. Make no mistake about that. My Instagram feed, I've got connections everywhere. Aberdeen, Perth, Dundee, Edinburgh, Glasgow, Fife. It doesn't matter.
Family fortunes.
That $5,000 paid those Absolute Boys well.
Oh, so it was
they're going to get a whole lot more money.
Well.
Right.
Right.
Are you better? Are you better that you're not on TV? Are you better that you're not where you should be? Because here's a little scoop for you that I found out. Me and Hunter Samson, we started in the same year. We started training in 2017. Yet he injured himself. Oh, so convenient. He injured himself and he had to leave, and he came back in 2022 after I left Power Pro. He came back to Power Pro after I left. And that's when he's made a name for himself. I started in 2017 and I've made a name for myself since day dot. So, I feel like in terms of experience, in terms of, recognition, Hunter Samson just might be a wee bit better. That I'm just maybe that slight bit better than him.
Oh yeah, you're gonna bring up a personal injury now, are we? We're gonna bring that up.
You're trying to make fun of me getting brain rot, okay? So don't try and play the victim card.
Listen, I've also found out a little something about you too, Omar, if you want to play that game. So you talk about being a TV star, you talk about all these opportunities you're getting, how you're always in the TV and you're always in demand. What about that show U-Turn you were trying to do? Remember that on your Instagram? Umar Mohammed, U-Turn coming soon. I think they made a U-turn on you, didn't they? Didn't want to use you, did they?
Right.
You're not the only one with a little bit of info, boy. What happened there? Not good enough.
You shut your mouth about U-turn.
See,
Okay.
I'm getting to him. Yeah, see, Ben, getting to him.
Okay.
This is how you get under his skin.
What happened?
Play him at his own
What
game.
happened is the director, okay, the director couldn't handle the fact that I was a major star, and he couldn't provide the platform for me to be on. He promised Amazon Prime. He promised Netflix. And did he get it? No. So he knew full well that he couldn't afford my budget. That's what happened.
Sounds like a whole bunch of excuses to me, eh? Eh, Ben, what do you think?
Hey, look, listen here, lads. I know you guys are shooting your shot and you're very eager to get at one another. But then remember this is my domain. This is the Soul Sessions where I record and I make the content I do and I get to celebrate the wrestling scene. And while you two are on here, you will refer to me as Soul. I know you like to go for the birth name and everything like that because you are all go here, but it is Soul. You refer to me as Soul, and that will be the end of it. All right? Can both of your lot right now.
It's already beyond personal. You may as well get on it as well. It's too much fun not to be personal. And anyway, he was the one that called you that in the first place.
I understand that. I understand that. Look, we are all at fault here for what we have created with used to hitting with cars and hitting with Oscars, invading movie theaters, and now bringing up people's failures and past, right? We are at that point, but we are now moving on. We have this show coming up, Truth or Dare 2, Lumberjack Match. But I need, obviously, Hunter, yes, you have the height advantage, but Omar has the people advantage. There are people that clearly support him. Hunter, is there anyone you could think in that Lumberjack match that will be on your side? Is there anyone you want to bring in? Is there anyone in Power Pro that will be on the side of the hardest man in Fife?
Do you know what? I just don't even want to feed his ego with it. I don't want to even talk about that right now because it's irrelevant. I could have no one on my side, and I could have, behind me could be no one, and in front of me could be him and all of his goons, and I'll still have a fun time, and I'll still walk out the victor. See, it was interesting to me actually earlier on. He was like, in March, if I knew that Hunter Samson was in the match, I could have prepared for it. I could have prepared for him. You just can't prepare for me. You've learned that the hard way. You can't prepare for me. You've said it yourself. I'm 6'7". I'm 270 pounds. I'm stronger than most guys in Scottish wrestling in the UK. I will throw you around, to coin a Scottish phrase, like a wet tractie. I will throw you out that ring onto your little cronies and then dive on top of you just to rub it in. You can't prepare for me because you don't know what I'm going to do. And now that you've made it personal...
I mean, you just told me what you were going to
do. Is that what you think I'm going to do? You think I'm just going to let it all out on this just so you can have a wee edge? You don't know what I'm going to do. I might drive a car into Truth and try and run you over. How about that? I might grab the Oscar from one of your little Oscar polisher boys and hit you over the head with it. How about that? And then you can spend another night in the hospital. How about you pay for that treatment? How about you pay for that rehab with that $5,000 you made on Family Fortunes? I mean,
No.
I'm not done. Our survey says that you're finished, boy.
Oh, wow. Honestly, that was tremendous.
Well, look, I got to highlight, Hunter is the hardest man in Fife. He has gained an accolade in Power Pro. Omar, you really haven't, no offense, gained much in Power Pro. Yes, you are loved by the Power Pro students and you have your boy, Zach Swift has endorsed you, but you haven't won the PWR Heavyweight Championship, which is held by Frank Gallo. You haven't won the hardest man in Fife accolade. Is there maybe a bit of jealousy from that and you are blasting out at Hunter for that?
Yes, I can answer that. Yes.
Oh, look at this guy. Always the first to pipe in. Soul. We're calling you Soul now, yeah? As a man of great journalistic integrity, I thought you would have done your research a whole lot better. Okay. 2019, Power Pro was formerly known as FPWA. Everyone who started there, including myself, was told to rebrand themselves. That's when the sensation was truly born. The first FPWA showcase match at GPWA 5-pound wrestling in 2020 was myself and Talon Jr. and I won. That's my accolade. When the world went into lockdown and ICW were doing their tapings in the asylum, who was the first proper trainee to have a match on the WWE network from FPWA? It's Umar Mohammed. My biggest regret, I'm gonna be honest here. My biggest regret is when I left FPWA in 2021. I'm not gonna lie, I went on to great things. I went to WrestleZone. I made a name for myself over there. So much so that they're still bringing me back when I'm in Fife. The day before Truth or Dare, I've got a match, and I'm going to disclose this to you right now. I've got a match against Bruiser Brad Evans, one of the hardest hitters, one of the strongest boys in Scottish wrestling. Dare I say it's more stronger than Hunter Samson. But my biggest regret is leaving FPWA in 2021 because I left it on top, and I left it in the hands of guys like Hunter Samson, whose egos are absolutely massive, that they thought, yeah, you go flex your biceps. They thought that they were the best. They thought that they were the hardest guys in Fife after I left Power Pro. Yep. And now I'm back. And everyone's got the same egos, got the same ideology that they're the best. That's all going to change when I take out Hunter Samson for good. And if it means that I hit an Oscar across his face, if it means that I run him over with a goddamn car, if it means that I have to throw so much popcorn down his throat so he has to stop talking and chokes on his words, then so be it.
Fair.
That's my accolades.
Fair play.
That's it.
You've
living off past glories. I got
people trying to offer me deals so I can sponsor their products. How about that?
Who's offering you deals on what X-rated sites are those? What X-rated sites are those? Tell me. Is that the kind of deals you're getting offered these days? Yeah. I tell you what, you mentioned a couple of names there. You mentioned Talon Jr. Last year, I threw him around the ring. Yeah, how'd that one go? Bruiser Brad, you step in the ring with him soon. I've also stepped in the ring with Brad. And he is very strong. He picked me up and he slammed me down like I was nothing. So I know how that feels. And you say you've got that the night before me. Bad choice. Very bad choice.
What?
I will. I'm the host here. We're taking a lead
before, huh?
I don't want you to be broken.
Schedule keeps on running his mouth. What are you doing the day before, huh?
What am I doing the day before?
You're gonna be sitting there on your bed, Wolverine style, with a picture of me and a frame, just counting down the hours until you get to be in the ring with me, and you get that taste that you've been yearning from since March, when you're in the spotlight with me. That's what you're waiting for.
See, the reason I said that. No. The reason I said that, because I don't want him beaten down the night before. I want him at his best. So he's got no excuses when he gets, dare I say it, air carried from Truth and the damage I'm going to put him through. I want him at his best. I want no stone unturned. I want him to be fresh, and I want him to be at his best, so then I can say that I beat him at his best. And it wasn't the night before. It wasn't because he took too much damage. Because there's always going to be an excuse with this guy. Always. There always has been, always is. And he's living off past glories. He spoke about 5 minutes there about what he's done in the past, what he's done here, what he's done there, £5 wrestling, showcase shows. What have you done recently with us? What's your win-loss record like? Non-existent. What's it going to be like? What's it going to be like next week? Another loss to that. Another hospital visit.
Hunter, he may have not done stuff in Power Pro, but he has been quite well elsewhere. Discovery Wrestling, he's been a part of, obviously, with Joe Hendry's promotion. He was at CPW in the Cruiserweight Championship tournament. He has been.
He got beat by Spider-Man or some, whatever he's called.
Hey,
how'd that one go?
I got beat by the winner. Okay, this man beat Leon Slater.
Cosplay artist. You got beat by
Impact Wrestling star Leon Slater.
You got beat by a cosplay artist. That's what you did.
All right, just completely gloss over what I just said. That's fine. Continue.
Hey, look, beaten, yes, but he has done quite a lot this year. And I know you have too. You've done stuff in Pro 2 as well. But Omar has been around and he has done a lot.
I got one thing for you guys. I got one thing. I was at Pro 2 before. Yeah. I wrestled Caleb Valhalla. You've wrestled Caleb Valhalla too, haven't you? Yeah, you have. The difference between me and you, though, I tapped him out. Yeah. Everyone wants to forget about that. I tapped out Caleb Valhalla. Have you done that, Hunter Samson? No, you have not. So that's just a nice little extra thing for you. Sorry.
Yeah. Also, I've never been pinned or submitted by Caleb. He never beat me. That was a fatal 4-way. That was a #1 contender match, and I was never pinned. Bruiser Brad was also in that match, by the way. So, yeah, never pinned or submitted by him. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so you haven't beaten Bruiser Brad. You haven't beaten Caleb Valhalla. Let's just fast forward to next week then, and let's see what happens. Okay? Let's see what happens on the morning of Sunday, September 8th. And let's see what the records show. Okay? Because I'm confident. I'm confident that I'm going into maybe the biggest weekend of my career, both literally and physically, with the guys that I'm wrestling.
The sorest weekend of your life.
Sorry?
The sorest weekend of your life. Believe me that.
Be that as it may, I will walk in there. The sensation. I will walk out.
Not going to walk out. Not going to walk out.
I will walk out. The sensation. And I will walk out.
Not if I've got anything to do with it. Get stretched out of there.
Your mouth, don't you?
I need a walking stick. So you're going to need, boy.
You can't.
This guy just gets me angry. This guy just makes my blood boil. Look at him sitting there all smug, delusional. Narcissist, just pure form of just narcissistic behaviour, smug smile. Look at him there. He's not going to be laughing next week. Not going to be laughing.
So you remember how I said before that this guy's got a 6'7" ego? Now you're finally starting to see what Hunter Samson really is. The nice guy, poster boy persona, that can go out the window. What you're seeing right now is the true Hunter Samson, and I can't wait to expose you fully for who you are.
Nothing to hide. Nothing to hide.
I have to ask Hunter, are you afraid that this lumberjack match with Omar will maybe bring out some hidden thoughts and desires from you and hidden motives? Is that why maybe there's a lot of tension with this? Is that Omar can bring out the real you?
There's part of me that wishes it does, because he needs to be shut up. He needs just to be put down. But a part of me doesn't, because it is scary to think about what I actually want to do to this guy. Like, this guy has just went out of his way in social media and person to try and one-up me. Every chance he gets. I said it before. I'll live rent-free in this guy's head. 100%. But also, I kind of hope that dangerous side does come out. But I hope for his sake that it doesn't. Because lumberjack matches are no DQ. Lumberjack matches are no holds barred. Yeah, there's going to be a referee there, but he's literally just going to be there to count the 3. And whether that's over his broken, beaten, maybe potentially bloodied body, then that remains to be seen. And I've never been more serious about anything in my life.
I will ask as well, obviously, Hunter, you are the hardest man to fight in PWR Pro. We don't know, obviously, with the Truth or Dare wheel, if this lumberjack match could have an extra stipulation on it, and it could maybe very well be for the hardest man in fight title. Omar, if you are able to gain that title, would there be maybe a sign of respect that he actually is able to become that truest man, the hardest man in fight, or is it going to just drive you to gain that title back? I have to ask, obviously. It's the Truth or Dare wheel. It's this whole stick. I know Frank Gallows and James Ellis had the whole Methyl Steelport match. There is the option that there could be a stipulation added to this lumberjack match.
For as long as I live, For as long as I am living, breathing, walking, talking, smiling, waving, signing autographs, no matter what, I will never respect Hunter Samson.
And that's a two-way street.
I don't care if you put the hardest man in Fife title on the line. I don't care if you put my Sharwani on the line, because that's happened before.
Don't want it.
I am going to expose him for who he is. And I'm going to walk out there the victor. Maybe I may not win. Okay? It's a lumberjack match. Anything can happen. I might actually see something nice about this guy. This guy, let's be, hasn't been pinned or submitted in Power Pro. Is that correct? Is
100%.
that correct? Yeah. So I don't know what to expect. This guy, he keeps posting on Instagram. I understand that. It's a bit annoying, but he's getting stronger. He's getting bigger and he's getting stronger. So there's that element there. But so have I. I've been getting stronger. I've been getting bigger day by day by day.
Ego's bigger.
Cute. I don't know what to expect. But what I do know is that I've already got my boys. I've already got my plan. I already know that when I walk in there, I'm going against a guy who's taller than me, who's stronger than me, who's bigger than me. I've got everything planned out. And if something goes wrong, something goes wrong. But I know that at the end of the day, every single person there is going to see exactly who Hunter Samson really is and what I've known since March.
Winner.
And that is he is a 6'7" fraud.
That's cute. That's cute. I hope the title of hardest man in Fife is put on the line. You try and take that off me. Try and take that off me. I'd like to see you try.
Christ, and I thought the hardest part of my day was getting Oasis tickets. Jesus. Right.
Come on.
Hunter, obviously, I do have to ask, if you lose this title, you have said there will be no respect towards you to Omar, but if you do lose the hardest man in Fife title, are you immediately going to go back for it, or are you maybe going to move on to other goals within Power Pro?
That is purely hypothetically speaking, because you're maybe going to have to ask me that a few hours after the show, because the only way that he's doing that is if he knocks me unconscious with that cute little Oscar. Because while I'm living, while I'm breathing, he's not pinning my shoulders. He's not beating me. Well, I still have any kind of fight in my body, this guy's not getting one up on me ever. But yeah, you talk about future goals. I'd be lying if I said that the heavyweight championship wasn't in my line of sight. Everyone wants that. I don't know why you're here if you don't want that.
True. It's a very fair point. Everybody should desire to become the champion, but does it maybe prove Omar point right of the ego? Because obviously Frank Gallo is somebody that you have a history with. Would you really go against a friend for that title?
Listen, me and Frank Gallo, we go back a long way. 15 years before we were even in this business. We've been friends. Whether we tag together, whether we're up against each other, whether it's in Scotland, England, Wales, wherever, there's always respect at the end of it. We know each other inside out. That is a battle of respect. This right here is a battle of zero respect. This is a blood feud. This is personal, and this is me. This isn't even about truth or dare anymore. This isn't even about winning a lumberjack match. This isn't even about the hardest man in Fife title. This is about me proving a point. This is about me shutting up the biggest loudmouth that Power Pro and Scottish Wrestling's ever seen. And this smug little guy. And when I say I'm going to shut him up, I'm going to shut him up for good, and it's going to take him a long time to recover and a long time to return. I can guarantee that.
Omar, your thoughts? Do you agree with Hunter's point, or are you just seeing this as a stepping stone to your point to becoming champion within Power Pro?
The only thought that's going through my head right now is that no matter what happens to Hunter Samson, if he's bloodied, as he mentioned, if he's scarred, if he's bruised, if he's hurt, all he's going to think about on Monday is how big that check is when all the agents want to sign him after being in the ring with me. That's my thought. So, Hunter, you're welcome, okay? Because Power Pro title, you can think about that. Tag team titles, no one wants to tag with you. You probably just chuck that out the window. The women's title, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, clearly you've got no set down there, so I don't know what's going on with it. You might be able to.
Oh yeah, very good, very good.
All I know is that your stock's about to get a whole lot higher, and you can thank me for that.
I don't
So
need
whether
you.
you're the hardest man in Fife, whether you're not, just know that Sensation helped you out.
This guy.
Oh, you laddies, Jesus. Diverting my time from other wrestlers and getting other content out to sort out this fishing shit.
Right.
Thank you, lads. I do appreciate that. Bypassing my time. So I'm going to actually use this time to elevate other people as well. We talked enough about you two fuckers, all right? We're going to be talking about some other people now as well. You mentioned there, Omar. Women's Championship for Power Pro will be coming. Daisy Jenkins made the announcement, but there's other great women within Power Pro. Kate Calloway, Erin Taylor, as well as across the Scottish scene. So I want to use this time to actually maybe divert from used to having your little fucking fight here. Let's focus on these lassies now, right? Omar, Hunter, I'll go to you first, Hunter. Who do you think should be the first Power Pro Women's Champion?
Omar. Next question.
I actually want a fucking serious answer right now.
You want a serious answer? I'll give you a serious answer. I think Daisy Jenkins will be the Power Pro female champion.
Omar, do you agree, or have you got somebody else in mind? An actual answer, please.
Is this the part where we start talking about other people and not me?
Yes, sadly, because you have taken up my fucking time this evening, and I like to use it for other people because I have been using this platform for other people. Now, an answer, please.
That's this guy over. That's this guy over. See what I'm dealing with? You see now.
I see. Well then,
this has been an experience. Cheers for it.
Let's wrap it up then, because I have been getting shit-faced because I've been diverting my plans.
Listen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you had to deal with that guy. And I'm sorry that I even had to grace the same screen as him and the same airtime as him. But I'll tell you something, and I'll be final note. September 8th, Truth Nightclub in Leven. It's going to be a fight. It's not going to be a wrestling match. It's not going to be a little contest between two competitors. It's going to be a war. It's going to be a fight from bell to bell. And it's too much water under the bridge. There's just been too much going on. It's going to be a war. It's going to be a fight. And I'm not as delusional as to say that, who knows who might win that. I might not win. There's other factors. There's other people at ringside. There's other people he might draft in and pay money to try and take me out. That could happen. I could lose the hardest man in Fife title. But you know what? I'll lose that with my head held high. But even if I get the chance in that match, just to hurt him, not even hurt him physically, but to dent his ego and hurt his pride, because that's where it hurts him most. It doesn't, wounds they heal. He can get a cut, he can get a bruise, whatever. But if I dent his ego and I take away that little bit of delusion that he has, and the reality sinks in, that he's yet again been humiliated by me, then I've done my job.
I agree with you that, Hunter. Obviously, he is a guest of my show, and my loyalty goes to any guest, no matter which allegiance they land on the poll.
I'll let you off for apologising to him. Never apologise to a narcissist. Number one golden rule in life.
I understand that, Hunter, but obviously that is the policy of the Soul Sessions. Once you become a guest of the show, you do gain my allegiance, whether it's anything in exposure or gaining a title or everything. I do give my best to them. But you both are guests of the show, and for that, I am remaining neutral in this part. But you know what? I got to wrap this up here because States guy is asking me to come back on and get his episode recorded, so I really need to get that focused right now. But
yeah,
nonetheless, whatever this is it an episode or a showcase? I don't know what the fuck it's going to be.
Are you going to be there? Are you going to be there September 8th?
Of course I will be. I'll always will be there.
You're going to witness something special. You're going to witness something special. And I promise a show.
I have no doubt in my mind from the people at PWR Pro. But yeah, whatever I turns into, viewers, if you even going to see this footage, yeah, PWR Pro are going to be there 7th and 8th. St. Andrews on the 7th. 8th, they're going to be Truth or Leaving. Truth or Dare 2, Unforgiven. Get your tickets there at Eventbrite and check out the show, right? Yeah, I gotta end this shit. This guy's wanting to get into this episode, all right?
Yeah.
Hunter, stay well. I would say stay well to Omar, but he's
listen. Omar's taking his last ride September 8th. Believe that.
Well then, bottoms up. We're in for a treat.
Adios, my friend.